Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. My name is Sherazil, and today I have to apologize for not uploading a video for about a week. I was in Germany for Gamescom for 2 days, Friday and Saturday, and then I spent time going around Germany, and it was all cool and stuff like that. But in this video, I want to do something a little bit different, and I'm sorry if I sound a bit odd or ill. I got ill yesterday, and I had to take the plane home while I was ill, which was not fun. But the plane ride was cool and stuff like that. But in this episode, in this video, I want to talk about what games I liked, didn't like, maybe liked, and what games I thought were the best at Gamescom. I'm sorry if I left any out. I tried to remember them all off by heart, and I'm going to sort of be spitballing ideas here, and basically just talking from my head. I don't have anything written down. I've just written down all the games that I liked, disliked, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm just going to be talking about them, what I liked about them, what I didn't like about them. And bear in mind, these are all demos. None of them are full games. They will be changed and stuff like that. So I'm sorry if I missed any out. If I have missed any out that I remember about, I'll put it in the description. And also, I wanted to just say that I will hopefully be streaming for charity starting the 22nd of August this year. Obviously, I don't know why I had to mention that. With my brother, I will be streaming the Iron Man Challenge, but a video will be up about that soon, and hopefully that gets a lot of attention because I want to raise a lot of money for charity, and we haven't actually decided on a charity yet. We want to pick a sort of small one, but anyway, I don't want to talk about that in this episode. So I'm going to be talking about what games I liked and didn't like in Gamescom. And first I'm going to be starting about the games that I liked, and first off I'm going to be talking about Hearthstone. The new Hearthstone cards, it's sort of a good way to start because it's not really a full game. The game's already out, they're just cards. And they were cool cards, but a couple of them were a bit overpowered. That's the only thing I would change, if they were quite overpowered. I like the new concepts of Inspire, I like that. If you don't know what that is, it's where you play a card and then your hero power then does something. So Inspire, +1 attack or whatever. So every time you use your hero power, it gets +1 attack or something like that. But yeah, I enjoy the cards, it's cool. And I will be buying the 50 card pre-order pack thing just so I can have some of the cards out and maybe some of the legendaries. So, I don't know. I'm looking forward to that. And secondly is Overwatch. A game that I did not want to stop playing. It was absolutely fantastic. It was one of the most fun games I've ever played in my life, in all honesty. I cannot wait until it comes out. I played the Archer, who I don't know his name. I came top of my team in the first round, and I think I came second in the second round. And it's just a really awesome game. Basically, you haven't heard of it. It's made by Blizzard. Blizzard graphics and stuff like that, but it's an FPS game. I guess FPS is not really the term. It's like a first-person sort of objective-based game. I don't really know what to call it. I don't know what the official term is, but yeah, it's like a first-person game. Bunch of different characters. And what I like about the end of the game is it doesn't give you a final kill cam like COD or anything else. It gives you a sort of kill cam of the best character and what he did. Like the best thing that he did in that game. So my one was, I think I got a double headshot, like 2 headshots, just one after another. And that was like the final kill cam sort of thing. And I was just like, yes. And it made me feel like really good. And the game's just a lot of fun. I don't know about any of the other characters because I played one character for 2 rounds. I don't know why. I just love that character. You get like special moves and you get like different abilities and stuff like that. It's just such an awesome game. Number 3 is Fallout 4, the game that won the best Gamescom game. And the reason that it sort of is not first and it's sort of a little bit iffy for me is that it wasn't a game, you couldn't play it. You walked in and it showed you a video of gameplay that hadn't been seen outside of Gamescom, which is totally fine. The gameplay looked incredible, like absolutely incredible, and I cannot wait for that to come out. I'm going to put some serious hours into that, but yeah, the game looked fantastic. I got a mask as well. It was in German, which was a little bit disappointing because I was in Germany. So I had no idea what they were talking about, which was kind of annoying, but at least I got to watch the gameplay, and we didn't have to queue up either. If you were at Gamescom and you had to queue up for Fallout, I'm sorry. the queues that I somehow missed were ridiculously long. The biggest queues were for Star Wars Battlefront, which unfortunately I didn't get to play because the queue was at least 4 hours long. And for some reason, Tom Clancy's, I can't remember what it's called. The new Tom Clancy game, anyway. For some reason, the queue was like 3.5 hours at least. It was ridiculous. I barely even heard of it, and it had this huge queue. Like, it was like looping around the whole area. It was ridiculous. But anyway, I didn't queue up for that because it would have taken way too long. But Fallout, got straight into it, watched the video, got some stickers, got a mask of Vault Boy, and left. And it looked awesome. The graphics looked fantastic. The kills looked so cool. Like, the way that you finish off opponents just looked awesome. And my fourth like and final like that I can remember is Black Ops 3, a game that I didn't expect to enjoy. It took like, I would say 40 minutes to queue up for it, and it was well worth it. I used a sniper. My team was embarrassingly bad. Like, they were so poor. One of them, I'm pretty sure, got 2 for 18 over the I think it was 2 rounds. I can't really remember how it went, but yeah, it was 2 rounds of team deathmatch. Oh no, it wasn't. It was domination. Sorry, it was domination, 2 rounds. We got annihilated, like absolutely annihilated. I got top of my team. First round got, I think, 9 for 3 or 9 for 2 or something like that. Then overall I got like 11 for 10. Second round we got battered, absolutely battered. My brother got like 28 for like 5 because our team was just bending over. It was kind of embarrassing. But yeah, the snipers felt great. I don't know about any other gun because I didn't pick any up. The kill streaks are cool, but I just wish they would go back to the old kill streaks, in all honesty. I just wish the game would stop trying to be so advanced and just go back to the way it used to be, the old 3-5-7 kill streaks. The map that we played on was cool. The jetpacks, which everyone was sort of gutted about that they added in, were pointless. Very difficult to use. You cannot shoot properly while flying them because it's so easy. It's so difficult to aim while flying them because you'll need to have one finger on the right trigger, one finger on A, and then one finger on the left analog stick, which meant that would take 3 fingers on the same hand to then be able to move left and right. I tried to shoot while in midair, while flying. It's almost impossible. It's ridiculous, which is great because in Advanced Warfare, I'm sorry if you enjoyed Advanced Warfare, in my opinion, was the worst Call of Duty there's ever been, which is quite a statement. So I think Call of Duty's back to its, I say the old days. I don't mean the old days of COD 4 and World at War and Modern Warfare 2 because those were the best. I mean the old days of like Black Ops 1 and like Modern Warfare 3 or whatever, where the game was pretty good, but it wasn't that great. So, I mean, it'll be fun to play, but I don't expect to get some serious hours into it. I enjoyed it, but I don't think it's back to its best yet. Now I'm on to my next sort of category of games. This is my maybe liked. The games that I don't know if I liked or disliked, and if I didn't get them, I wouldn't be too disappointed. First off is Rainbow Six Siege. The game felt just poorly made. The guns felt jagged. The turning systems felt like a PC exported Xbox game. It felt like you could only move in 4 different directions. Left, right, up, down. Instead of the old, Call of Duty sort of smooth moving. It just felt like a PC game. It felt like a PC game on Xbox, because I played it on Xbox. And it just felt annoying. I got 3 kills for 1 death, which is, I think, the second on my team. The guy who came first was a guy who worked there, so I'm not counting him. So I'd say I came first. But the game just felt like it would get really boring really quickly. Hopefully my... Yep. I thought my computer died then because it stopped my screen from moving. But anyway, it just felt like it would get really boring really quickly because it was just the same thing. There's no different objective, there's no different anything. There's either a bomb that you defuse or a VIP who you take out. And it just like a hostage sort of thing. And it just seems like it would get really tedious. And I guess you could say the same about, you know, like Call of Duty, like Team Deathmatch, or you could say that about any FPS games, but not really, because in games like Counter-Strike, where there's 2 bombs, you can go to different bombs, you can use different tactics, you can do this, you can do that, but with Rainbow Six, it's just one room. It spawns into different rooms, but it just seems like the same thing, the same maps, the same areas, the same guns, the same... It just seems really tedious. If I don't get it because I don't know if I run out of money buying a game that I would really enjoy, like Overwatch or Fallout, I honestly wouldn't care that much. Next is on my maybe list is Homefront, The Revolution. Now the best thing about Homefront was the way that they brought you into the area to play Homefront, and this I have to explain. I'll try to explain it as well as possible. So around the Homefront area, around the sort of game area, there were these Chinese police officers, futuristic police officers, sort of cosplaying, I guess you could call it cosplay, I don't know what it's called. They were wearing costumes of this and acting like police officers. I say police officers, more like enforcement officers, like Chinese enforcement officers in America, like the game is set in. And so they would like boss you around, and if you looked at them and like smiled, they would like shout at you and like point their guns at you and stuff like that. And then when you queue up the game, it took like an hour to queue up, and they funnel you into this little cage, and there was like 30 people or 40 people in this cage, and they like check your bags and stuff like that. They like, I had a backpack on and I was facing them, and they sort of turned me around and pushed me up against a fence and like poked my bag a little bit and turned me around again. And after everyone got checked, they funneled us into this room where they were playing over and over again this message saying like, be quiet, don't say a word, listen to us. And then they showed us this video, which was the trailer of the game, and then the police like were standing there like looking at us. There was this funny thing that happened. This guy was like talking to his friend, and the police guy like walked up to him and like just went shh, like right up to his face. It was really funny. And then like pointing a gun at him. It was really funny. And then you hear like gunshots, and the police come like leave the room, and then the Revolution come in and all that, and then you go off to play the game. And the game itself, it was okay. It was, I think it's free roam. I'm not 100% sure. It felt like a free roam game, sort of like Far Cry. It's just like Far Cry basically, but like in the middle of a city. And it just felt like a bit, I don't know, boring. I didn't really know how the storyline could go, in all honesty. Like, I would get it if, you know, I can get it. If I get it on a cheap, I would get it for like £20 or whatever. But if it comes out and it's like £60, I'm not getting it, because it just looked like one of those meh games, you know, that I'm not really that excited about. But now going on to the games that I didn't like, and luckily there's only 2 of them that I can remember anyway. The ones that I haven't pushed out of my mind because they were so boring. First off, in the games that I didn't like, there was FIFA 16. The game, I played 2 games with my brother. First one he won, I was Real Madrid, he was Chelsea. Second game, it was 1-1, it might have been 2-2, and then we had to stop before penalties were taken. He took his first penalty. I think he might have missed, or he might have scored, or something like that. And then we stopped. We had to stop. And the game felt like pace. If you've played FIFA before, where pace was everything, if you had a player who was fast, you would win. Like on Ultimate Team, if you had Dumbia, if you had Neymar, if you had Ronaldo, you would win every single time. If you were, you know, good enough. All he has to do is chip over the top, run onto it and score. Whereas now, pace doesn't mean a thing. This is what it felt like in the demo that we played anyway. Pace doesn't mean anything. I had Ronaldo and I think it was Ivanovic easily, and I mean easily, caught up with him. Ronaldo, arguably the fastest player in the world ever at football, one of the fastest players in the sort of ultra professional world. I mean, not like, you know, the small players who are just really quick. I mean the really technically gifted players. There's not many who are as fast as Ronaldo, and he uses that pace in real life. And to have it in FIFA where he just walks and then can't do anything, it doesn't make any sense. The game it just felt like, and passes, if you pass with A, it doesn't work. It never ever works. You have to do that new pass where you hold RB and press A, or else the ball will never get to the player. It's ridiculous. So I'm not going to be buying it this year unless they seriously fix it. I've bought every FIFA from, I think it was FIFA 10, and I'm not going to be buying the next one unless they fix it, because it was just awful. It was really, really poor. Next is Mad Max, a game that I've been looking out for about a year and a half since it was announced that they were going to release it. And to be honest, it was really boring. I don't know whether or not it's the mission that they gave us, but they shouldn't have given us the mission that they gave us. We queued for about an hour and a half to maybe 2 hours for this game, because I really wanted to test it out to see if it was what it was, you know, hyped up to be as a vehicle combat game. And in all honesty, they had it on the easiest difficulty that you couldn't change. So you were invulnerable, and your guns automatically selected the enemies or explosive barrels that you just press the shoot button and it kills everyone. It was pointless. Sorry. Oh, sorry. It was really pointless that they put us on a difficulty that meant that you just could do anything. You could do anything that you wanted to do, and you just wouldn't die. Like, I kept getting hit by a car over and over and over again. Also, the thing that they didn't tell me until I got to the end of the demo was that you can't leave your car behind, or else you can't finish the mission. So I got out of my car because it was about to explode, and I thought I'll get someone else's car. And then at the end of it, he walked up to me and said, like, the guy who was in sort of walking around helping people walked up to me and was like, "You need your car to finish the mission." So I was like, what's the point of that? I want to test out other cars. I don't want to just be stuck in my car. So why do I have to be stuck in my car? It's pointless. But yeah, the game was really, really bad. And I don't think, in all honesty, it will get any better. I thought the combat was very Batman-esque, very sort of Assassin's Creed sort of style, which is way, way, way too easy. You know, the old counter, then attack, you know, counter and spam X as fast as possible. It's just too easy. That's basic. That's basic, like, 2005 combat. We should be doing, in a world where we have such powerful computers and such powerful Xboxes and PlayStations and whatever, we should be having combat that's free and fast flowing and like actual combat, not just spamming the same button over and over again. It's just boring. After a while, that gets very, very tedious and very, very boring. But I just remembered a game that I really liked, and that was the new Guitar Hero. In all honesty, I think it's back. When I was playing Guitar Hero, if you don't know, I'm pretty good at Guitar Hero. I've completed Guitar Hero 3, Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock, and Guitar Hero Metallica, and Guitar Hero World Tour on Expert. And I played the new Guitar Hero. If you don't know about the new Guitar Hero, they've changed the old 5-button system to 2 layers of 3 buttons. So there's one layer and then one layer beneath it of 3 buttons, different coloured buttons. And I had at one point 7 people watching me, and I was top of the leaderboard. And basically, at the end of the day, they were like, the people who are top and second on the leaderboards for today get to come back at the end of the day. At 3 o'clock and have like sort of like a guitar battle off, like Guitar Hero off, for a chance to win, and the winner of that wins the next Guitar Hero. And unfortunately, I came third because 2 people beat me. And if you were at Gamescom for the Friday and Saturday, I can't remember which day it was, and you saw someone on the leaderboards of Guitar Hero who had the name Shaon, that was me. They spelt my name wrong. Nobody in Germany understands what my name is, so whatever. Oh no, it's Shaun or something like that. I wrote it down for them and they still got it wrong. So yeah, but the game itself was really fun. I can't wait to get it because I've been missing Guitar Hero from Guitar Hero 3. The recent ones haven't been that great, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And now I want to go on to my overall best games of Gamescom. So the games that I thought were the best that I've played. And the reason I say that I've played is because overall the best game and the one that won the best game was Fallout 4. But in all honesty, I didn't play it, so I'm not going to count that as the best game that I played. But if I could say the best game that was there, it was Fallout 4 hands down. I cannot wait to play that game. I honestly believe that it could be the best game ever made. And that might be quite a big sort of statement to say before it's even come out, but I honestly think it could be the best game that's been ever made in the history of gaming. And that is, it's the way that it's going towards. And hopefully it lives up to that hype, because I seriously cannot wait. Like, I am seriously excited for that game to come out. But the best game that I played, and I mean played, was Overwatch. Probably hands down as well. It was fun, it was fast flowing, my team sucked. We won 1 round out of 2, and I don't even know how we won that. It was in German, I didn't really understand what was going on, but it was so good. It was just so fun. Excuse me. It was just so fun. And I really can't wait until that comes out. Hopefully it won't be too expensive, because I think that it's one of those games, sort of like Team Fortress, where you would buy it for like 10, maybe £20 if you put serious hours into it. But to pay like £40 or £50 for it, that's too much. But because it's Blizzard and they never put their games up at like £40, or they give out their games for free, I'm going to say that this game's probably going to be either £10, £20 or completely free, like Team Fortress is. And maybe you have like in-game skins, or you have like different things you can unlock as you level up and people can buy them or whatever. I hope it's not pay to win, because that would ruin the game completely, and I don't know why Blizzard would do that, and I trust Blizzard not to do that. But I really, really, really cannot wait until that game comes out. It just is so much fun, and I cannot wait to play it constantly every day and ruin my life, along with Fallout when that comes out. Cannot wait to ruin my life. So thank you so much for watching this, guys. I hope you agree with the games that I liked, maybe liked, and completely disliked, because I know a lot of people out there hate FIFA, including me now. I've given up with it completely. It's really bad, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the games that you played at Gamescom as well. And if you watched this and if you made it this far, which is 24 minutes and 5 seconds apparently, because I can talk for an absolute age, if you made it this far, then tell me what games that you liked, and tell me what games you didn't like at Gamescom if you went. And if you didn't go, then tell me what games that you're excited about that are going to come out soon. And I hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you on the next one.